As of right now, I think this sits as a 1.6. I'll update it at the end of the pod, but when I checked it yesterday afternoon, it was at a 1.6. Well, Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot's Snow White just broke records after reaching an all-time low rating of 1.5 out of 10 on IMDb and is currently on pace to become the lowest rated movie in IMDb history. So,
I refuse to believe that movie's that bad.
Hey,
yeah.
You can refuse it all you want, but
Only one way to
it's undeniable we're in the worst generation of media.
What?
Damn.
We've been getting the worst of almost everything. Bro, we just had Madam Web, and we thought Dragon Ball Evolution would be the worst thing since since whatever's been
This beat
worse
that.
than that. This beat
This
that.
is lower. Yeah, this beat that.
That's crazy.
Bro, this
But
is
hold on.
Do you want to win?
Before we go further, this next one. IMDb has added a disclaimer to the Snow White rating page due to all the review bombing, quoted as saying, unusual activity on our rating mechanism has detected unusual voting activity on this title.
Bro, like,
People are just spamming bad reviews.
Come on,
Is that
bro.
what they're saying?
We've seen cult fan bases like do crazy shit, but you tell me this is the first one like that some unusual activity.
It had to have been bad for them to want
Come
to do it.
on.
1.4, 1.6 is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's no way it's that bad. I'm sorry.
$270K, man.
Yeah, right. I get it.
From what I'm
'Cause
aware,
now-
go ahead, get it out.
Because now you're going to make me watch it just to verify that.
Yeah, and I have
Maybe
to
that's
too.
what they want. Hell yeah.
But at the end of the day,
Took the bait.
like they didn't follow the original, from what I'm aware, right?
Yeah, I should have screenshotted it, but there was like no prints, no story.
That's what I'm
Like it was
saying,
completely
man.
different.
They
Completely
changed.
different.
If they changed everything, then this is reasonable because people probably went into this shit expecting something similar to the original. It is nowhere near similar. And I'm not saying a 1-to-1, but I'm just saying, you're following the general script
like
of
a
the original.
skeleton.
No.
To be fair,
Okay.
to be a devil advocate, they went to this movie expecting to see Snow White. Shame on them, because this chick right here, Rachel, has been all over social media saying how this is not this typical Snow White story. This is not this. We're doing something different. This has been all over. So
then it should have named this shit another Snow White movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
they should have named it something. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So
Like that goes back to the main point that I've been having. Why are you remaking shit and changing it? Just make an original. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, because the two movies that I can obviously pick from my brain, Dragon Ball Evolution and Madam Web.
Mm-hmm.
Madam Web, to this day, for me personally, is the worst movie that I've ever fucking seen.
So you watch this?
Dragon Ball Evolution was made by people that have not seen a single episode of Dragon Ball Z.
For real.
And she told she saw Snow White one time and never wanted to see it again.
But this is still like a Disney production. They decided to put this out there. I refuse,
Which is
to
crazy.
believe.
That's also crazy about it. They accepted putting this out.
Yeah.
Now I gotta fucking watch it.
Yeah. You watch
You
it
know,
all.
And I wasn't gonna watch it. And I was not gonna fucking watch
Why
it.
the fuck?
You just refuse to believe that this is real, huh?
Bro, like, you seriously believe this? Like, just face value, right? If you had to pick the left or the right, you believe this?
Yes.
That this is worse than Dragon Ball Evolution?
Yes. I haven't seen hate for something like this in a while.
Dragon Ball Evolution!
Exactly.
In a while.
Exactly.
2009. I haven't seen this hate since 2009.
I refuse.
It's getting to the point where you got to put unusual activity. Come
Okay,
on.
so fair, right? You can say what you want. You and me haven't seen the movie. Is there, just so we're on the same page and this is documented, is there one thing in Dragon Ball Z Evolution they did right? I just want to know from your perspective.
They named him Goku at least.
Right.
But come on.
He's a Super Saiyan.
Shit. Fuck.
What they do? I don't remember this movie, man. 2009. What did they do with the Dragon Balls? Did they do anything with them? Were those at least accurate to the way the Dragon Balls work?
If I remember, he had a Dragon Ball, but that was it.
I mean,
or Bulma was looking for him, but that was it.
They were accurate to how they work, but I mean, how do you fuck that up?
Yeah, that's all I can. I guess that's it. Just no. I think it was Chi-Chi looking for him. Wasn't even Bulma. I think Chi-Chi was looking for him. But hey, that was a long time ago. I don't think they did anything right. But it's like when we're talking about just the characters and the I guess the story, because you could really say the story is something that you could do wrong. I don't think they did anything right.
So also, I'm going to ask you, if I find one thing good about this movie, does that make it better?
And when we say good, we gotta be specific. What do you mean good? Because like we just pointed out, we could say the Dragon Balls are done right. We could say
okay. So going back to Dragon Ball, is there one character they got right?
No.
Damn, for real?
They didn't get nobody right.
They say she's amazing in this movie.
Sheesh. I mean, we already heard how she explained the character. She wasn't gonna do that shit.
I understand, but I'm telling you that in every review that I've seen for this movie, they say she's amazing.
So
and they say Gal Gadot.
Go ahead, yeah, ask it.
Oh, are we on the same page?
I think so. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, so are we going based off of the original? Because that's what we've been talking about this whole time. Dragon Ball Evolution compared to Dragon Ball. So we're comparing Snow White to the original Snow White. Or are we taking it as its own movie?
If you want to, but I have to rewatch it. But I've also heard people say that original Snow White movie is not good.
And that's fine. But I'm saying, like, if we're talking about Dragon Ball Evolution and we just take Dragon Ball out of the equation, you can find good things about that movie.
Really?
If you don't think about Dragon Ball, you could possibly find something cool about it and something that you think is good. Because you're not thinking about Dragon Ball. You're just thinking about it as a standalone movie.
It's at a 2.5 right now on IMDb. I'll get that spoiler right there. Dragon Ball.
Well, then at that point, I'd have to watch Dragon Ball Evolution.
No, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So we have to base it off of the original in order to depict what's good from it.
Well, then that's fine. Just like I said, I'd have to rewatch.
So that I'm saying that because later on, if you watch it and you say her performance or her portrayal of Snow White was good, I would disagree if it's not like the OG Snow White, because I would be like, well, that's not her, so you can't call that good. I'm just making sure we're distinguishing that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we're good. It just has to be like Snow White.
No good performances in Dragon Ball that you guys can remember. They were all like awful performances, bad acted,
corny. That shit was
bad. It's actually pretty terrible. Like they even got Goku wrong.
Yeah, like I don't even understand how you get that wrong.
Yeah, but the performance itself though, like he didn't at least do an okay job. Like
no,
the guy was reading just horribly and having it like just not good at all.
He's because that's what I'm saying. Like maybe I can go back and like see it for something else. But if I'm looking at Goku, which I was as a kid, if I'm looking at Goku, that's not Goku.
That's not him.
Yeah, I get that. He's probably not
and
Goku.
That's what I'm saying. To answer your question, I'd have to watch it again and watch it without Dragon Ball fucking lenses.
Okay.
So
I just want. I mean, he's not just showing up saying stupid line like, "Hi, I'm Goku. I'm gonna look for the Dragon Ball." You know, like a fucking horrible performance and shit. Like, you know,
you mean like just the acting?
I don't know.
I remember it being very cringy. Like nothing hit. Not even like the fight with Piccolo. Like, how do you like? That was your time to shine.
Damn, not one cool fight.
No,
if I can remember, I think I saw a TikTok and he was gonna fight outside somebody's house, but I don't remember.
Yeah, he was getting bullied, or he was trying to stop bullies. One of the two.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That shit was weird.
And I think I remember being like, oh, okay, that fight was kind of all right. Like it wasn't like a bad fight. Like even choreography was just
man.
Like, I think they made that nigga like a human, if I'm not mistaken. He wasn't even the same. It was crazy,
bro.
All right,
that was a time not to be alive.
We'll revisit this at a later time. If you guys have seen Snow White, definitely leave your thoughts down in the comments. Is as bad as they say it is, as IMDb says it is? Definitely let us know.